engine, of course, as y'all know, I've been test driving it, and it didn't quite make the test. It drove around pretty good, but overheated because the rear brakes got locked up, and when they locked up, the engine temperature shot up, and eventually it overheated, and I think either I broke a piston or broke a ring or both. So now today, you're gonna have to take all of this apart all the way down to the block and get to that and check it out. What I love about this bike, or these bikes, the 1-cylinders, is they're easy to work on. I can have this out within an hour, maybe less. But I'm gonna take my time today. But that's what's wrong with the bike right now, so let's get to it. .2920. Okay, so I convert 2.920 into millimeters. So I'll show you guys how to convert this. We're gonna convert the length. 2.920 converts to 74.168. You see that? 74.168 millimeter. Okay. So in this big bore kit, the piston itself is 4 millimeters and the block 5. So I don't know if that's gonna work. It might need to get an overbore of the block, but we'll have to see. You see this? All right. Can y'all see this? Okay. So we determined that the block casing bore is 74.5, and this, the maximum width is 70. It will fit without any modifications to the block. So this is a direct bolt on. Okay, it'll bring this, since I already have a stroker kit, it'll bring my CC. Right now it's 275. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about this. This is next. I guess we're gonna have to do this again a third time to get this kit on this engine. And so anyway, I've determined that the bent push rod was not caused by physical force. It was caused by the engine overheating, and the push rods got soft, therefore they snapped because of it, or bent. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to address the overheating issue, which I think you know, with this bluing on one side, it's too lean, and the spark plug was also not very good. The spark plug was also quite, y'all see that? That's lean, because this thing was pitch black before, and now it's just been burned off, and it's kind of shiny. So it smells overheated too. This engine overheated, and the good news is those push rods are cheap. The piston kit is cheap. So the good news is the piston and rings are good. So I just need 2 push rods, which is cheap as hell, probably about $1.25. So, and that's it. And I also need to get a tempering oven so I can start heat tempering these parts, because I need to make them stronger. They don't make parts like this anywhere, high performance parts. And I need to make them stronger, including the crank, the connecting rods, even the cam grinds are like not good enough for me. So that's what I got to do. Something they didn't tell you tell guys when they're modding these kinds of engines, when you have a high lift cam in there like I do, the geometry of the push rod will smack into the head like this and cause a failure as well. I'm gonna have to bore this out even more and bore this out over here too, just to be safe. Okay, so when you have a stock engine, the hole looks like about like that. When it's modified, these holes have to be elongated because the geometry of the push rod is totally altered. All right, so I'm gonna have to grind those out. So I'm using a couple of different kinds of bits to elongate this and elongate this. I'm using this to dig it out. I'm going to use this to smooth it out, okay? We got the head in black because black absorbs and rejects heat better than regular paint like gold. Okay, this is where the project is going to stop. I've already ordered the large bore or big bore block for this project, and also going to be doing a lot of other things like going to get an external oil cooler, and I already have that. Going to get racing springs installed, and of course all of the bronze copper materials for the valve seats and the valve guides, and among other things, large valves on the heads, and all this is getting worked on. And once all this stuff is done, then we're going to have a part 2 to complete this bike once and for all. It will not only be much faster, it'll be much cooler, and it'll be much cooler to drive too. And that's what we're going to do for the next episode. So thank you very much for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe, and have a good day. BBG out.